Welcome along to another episode of Tosin Talks. I'm your host, Tosin. It's a beautiful day. The sun's shining, the birds are chirping, and somehow Manchester United have made us smile again. They got their third signing, according to Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein, Benjamin Šeško. Let's sit down, grab some drinks, grab something to eat, some snacks or something. Let's talk about this new striker Manchester United has decided to sign. So before we get into that, let's get something clear about football. Nothing is new. Everything you see today has happened before you, okay? Bastoni playing like a midfielder from center back. Beckenbauer did that in the 60s and 70s. Rest his soul. He did it so well, he got 2 Ballon d'Ors for it. Inverted fullback, Sir Alex Ferguson did that with Dennis Irwin, a right-footed guy playing left back. Sir Alex Ferguson won some trinkets with that guy doing that. So, hey, overlapping fullbacks and vertical attacks. Wenger did that. Revolutionized English football. Yeah, he did that. Compact defensive blocks. Sachi did that with Milan. So everything you see, nothing's new underneath the sun, tactical-wise. Hey, we've seen it all. But these old ideas, nothing new. Like I said,
new package, same as old, man.
Say what?
Ain't no new package. Just gonna put that same shit out in a different color gel cap is all. Might spike that shit with some procaine or some caffeine, but otherwise the same.
String, man. People already coming back on us telling us that shit is weak.
I know, shit is weak, but, shit is weak all over.
So right now, the new trend is finding this big number 9, the unicorn number 9, right? Tall, fast, technical strikers who look like they were built in a lab. That's what everyone's looking for, right? The classic number 9 is back. It fell out in the 2010s, but now everybody wants to find their big, burly number 9. Haaland's wrecking stuff at City, as we know. Ekitike is now at Liverpool. Isaac might be going to Liverpool as well. Osimhen dominates Serie A, is now in Turkey. Gyökeres is at Arsenal. Liam Delap's at Chelsea. There's Voltamate. There's Omega. There's the list goes on and on. There's a lot of different new number 9s coming up every single day. Right now, Manchester United have taken a risk on Benjamin Šeško, and that's the number 9 they want to build their team around. So let's be honest. United have needed a striker for a very long time. We've seen, since Robin van Persie, there's been 19 different strikers, 19 different people to try and fill that void. Some of them were decent, some were dreadful, and most were just running cardio, if we're going to keep it a buck. Rasmus Højlund's supposed to be that one for the future. Looks like he's already on the way out. So Šeško, let's talk about him. Is it a risk? A major one. Is it needed? Absolutely. Last year, Manchester United had 44 goals as a team. Between the new signings, Cunha, Mbeumo, and Šeško, they all have 48 goals between them. Yeah. So, Šeško, let's talk about him. 6'5", quick, strong, has a rocket of a shot. He jumps like he's got springs in his legs. So, yeah, all the tools are there. Like I said, he's tall, fast, strong. There are some things that he does need to work on. He's 1v1 finishing. There was a Champions League game where he was 1-on-1 with the keeper, and it's like, Benjamin, come on, man, you got to put that away. I remember he played against England in the Euros and did not do too hot. Even in the Euros, I was kind of like, but he's still a kid. So I'm not trusting him. Sometimes he shoots just from anywhere because he can. The NRA will be very proud of that. And his movement sometimes can, needs a little bit of work. And despite his size, he can work on his strength a little bit, how to hold up defenders a little bit more, and things like that. But again, he's still raw. United isn't exactly the best place to develop because we've seen over the last decade plus that a lot of talented players come to United and somehow turn into a graveyard, and players are not developing the way they should be developing at Old Trafford. But again, this is nowhere else. It's Old Trafford. It's Manchester United. The lights are brighter, the pressure's heavier, and the fans are expectant. They need results fast. So they'll be on your neck if you're not doing well, Šeško. The fan base is split though over him. Some think is the next Zlatan. Some don't like him. Some are Some are just like, I'm reserved. But not everyone's going to be 100% on transfers as a fan base. It just is what it is. That's the point of being a fan. You're supposed to be there to be delusional. You're supposed to be there to bitch and complain. That's your job as a fan. It's to sit there, cry, complain, because what the hell else are you going to do when you support a club? When you support anything? You're supposed to complain. That's what you're supposed to do as human beings, is complain, right? It's well within your right. But here's how I see it, right? Šeško's clay. There's a lot of things to be molded with him. I think if he buys into Ruben Amorim's system, he could be molded to something very, very special, something very serious. Like I said, all the raw tools are there. He just needs to be molded into something else. So at this time, he won't be doing it alone. So thank God, he has adults in the room. There's Cunha, there's Mbeumo, there's Bruno. There's people who've been around, who can guide him and teach him the ropes and things like that. When Rasmus was here, he only had Garnacho and a few others, and it wasn't that good for him. But now he doesn't have to carry everything. He can go into this role as a striker just to grow, just to learn. We've seen this story before. United buying a lot of talented players, a lot of money, and it's not working out. I get the apprehension. I'm not here to say that you're wrong and thinking it might not work out. We've seen this in the past, but I get that. What I'm saying is, I'll give you an example of a player who, if you didn't believe me, you know, I'll tell you. So he played in Germany, didn't do too well over there, went to La Liga, played for a team called Real Sociedad. In his last season, the striker I'm about to talk to you about, he had played 41 games and had 10 goals. He ended up going for £63 million, and he ended up becoming one of the best strikers in the world. His name is Alexander Isak. So yes, players develop at different rates. So Benjamin Šeško, take time. There's a lot of talent. I need him to kind of develop into that and really just be hungry. But there'll be frustrating moments with Benjamin Šeško for sure. Obviously, want him to develop, want him to hit the ground running. There'll be exciting moments too. The guy has a rocker in his foot. You never know when he's going to just look up and just decide, I'm going to lash a shot today. I'm going to do whatever I want. We took a pay cut to join Manchester United, took agent fees lower, and said no to Newcastle, which is hilarious. 6 players rejected Newcastle this summer. I'm having a great time looking at that. Sorry, Newcastle fans. Sorry, Geordie fans. Don't be mad at me, but I think it's funny. But there's a lot of hope that Šeško can become a great goal scorer, not just a scorer of great goals. That's what his issue is now. He scores a lot of great goals. He needs to be a great goal scorer. Get in the box more, become a poacher, start doing things like that, what a real number 9 does. In summary, United are basically getting a hugely talented center forward. Ridiculous shot on him, like I said, a lot of potential, a lot to work with, but it needs a lot of time, it needs a lot of work. I'm not saying this next Robin Van Persie, but I am saying I'm excited. So let's see what the kid can do. Once again, I'm Tosin. This is Talks with Tosin. I'm out. Everyone take it easy. For the next time, we might talk about midfielders, because Manchester United are linked to midfielders. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, well, United should spend this money on midfielders. United have money, okay? They just pretend like as if they don't. But if they do get Carlos Baleba, I might do something just in full Yoruba. I might never speak any English, just speaking fluent Yoruba. But until then, we're out. Let's hope Manchester United do get some midfielders, because they need it badly. Everyone take it easy. Peace.